Hey Raiders! The bomb dropped. Controversial statement from former NFL executive and general manager, which raised doubts about new coach Antonio Pierce's ability to be on the Raiders team, hit the web like a bomb this Wednesday. No one expected this. Check out the development of this news right now. But first, make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any news. Antonio Pierce has a lot of supporters, as was obvious before he was officially promoted as the full-time head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. But not everyone strongly believes in it, e.g. former NFL executive and general manager Michael Lombardi appears to express doubts about his vision for the franchise. Specifically, he's questioning Pierce's interpretation of the Raider Way. The Raider Way is not a word, the three-time Super Bowl champion said on the GM Shuffle with Michael Lombardi and Femi Abebeef via user XCMV10. It's about, this is the prototype of the player we want at this position, this is the prototype of the player we want at that position. That's the Raider Way. It's so comical. Being from Compton, he thinks he knows the Raider Way. It's a joke. Without saying it directly, Lombardi questions Pierce's ability to establish a successful culture in Las Vegas. For him, player selection may be more about how they fit into a team's system than of individual talent. Otherwise, the product on the ground could lack cohesion and hamper progress. But who's to say Pierce doesn't know the caliber of prospects that best fit the Raiders? This will be the first time he and the new manager general Tom Telesco will enter the NFL offseason as critical decision makers in this organization. They could be ready to implement a successful approach in the draft and in free agency. Suggesting that the coach may not be suited to execute some of his responsibilities, as quite many fans will argue that the cause of these scathing comments stems from the Raiders' firing of Michael Lombardi's sons, who worked on the team's coaching staff. But it must also be acknowledged that Antonio Pierce himself has made some controversial statements. He unnecessarily declared that Vegas contains the Mahomes rules, which will inevitably be a topic of discussion in the Kansas City Chiefs locker room when the AFC West foes meet next year. The unfortunate statement becomes even more confusing considering that KC just won a championship in the Raiders' own stadium. Franchises that haven't won the playoffs in more than 2 decades shouldn't be using legal language. Still, Lombardi ignores the fact that the players and fans have been reinvigorated under Pierce's leadership. Whether or not it's the Raider Way, one thing is certain: Pierce's arrival has brought a much-needed change of pace to the team. What's up, Raiders? What do you think of this? Do you agree with Michael Lombardi's statement? Or are you on the team that believes Pierce is the right guy to lead the silver and black? Leave your opinion here in the comments.